hate you.
There's two ways it goes though, right? Where sometimes you need to relax because you like get so stressed and so like built up about it that you don't play at your best level, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's impossible for us to know what their reactions were after game one, but I feel like Freeze just sometimes you have a bad lane at the start. It happens, but it doesn't mean it will happen again this game.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in him after his Storm performance yesterday.
That's if they go back to that. I'd like to see Aster change it up. That's for sure. Didn't work. Go to something else. Try it again. Try something different. Maybe go early OD pick.
Lanham Clockwork, Lanham Elder Titan, maybe.
Yeah.
See some different bits.
Ancient Apparition. Who knows?
There's some. I feel like the 4 most popular heroes I was going to say have been banned out this game, which is different.
Huh. Ogre is okay. Oh. Or don't do something different. Here comes the Storm second pick afterwards.
Potentially, but they could go like Void here, for example, as well. An Elephant, I think, would be okay. Like Void Ogre's still fine.
Well,
they could go something safe
Storm
like
Aster.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was saying Storm for Aster because they picked Chen again.
Yeah.
They go back to the Mirana, which is surprising because I didn't think FY had that good of a game. No, I don't think he had a bad game, but I also just don't think he was landing many arrows. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Mirana's not an FY hero in my eyes, but
that's harsh. That's harsh.
I'm not saying he plays it bad. That's not what I'm saying at all. But when I think FY, I don't think Mirana. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Nothing more. Do Kaka, do you?
Oh yeah, 100%.
See, I think of Phoenix when I think of Kaka. Anyway,
yeah.
I think the other problem is we hold FY to such high standards that when he has like anywhere that's not like an amazing game, we're like, oh, like that's come on FY, hero. Like that's not an ultra kill. What are you doing? Like, come on. So yeah, he didn't have the greatest game last time. It's like he missed quite a few arrows after I set him up for them as well. So they were never mind.
Yeah, that's the thing. But like it was also on setups too, where like Mars had already hit the spear and like you're throwing it at a stationary target. I don't know. I'm not like trying to insult or anything. I'm just saying like when I think FY, I think other heroes. That's it.
But the other thing with the power of Mirana is we saw the Moonlight Shadow ganks that game come into full effectiveness. They were fantastic, which is one of the best things about that hero. Mm-hmm. It can be very... it can build so many different items as well that can influence the game. Like maybe an early medallion. You can go for Atos. You can go Yules. You can go Mech. You can go Spirit Vessel. Like there's loads of different things. I think Pipe first Mirana before actually as well, which is an uncommon one. I think Bobica on the Rubik had a bit of a difficult game though as well.
He shined at times though, but yeah, it was a difficult game for him.
He's good on it though, so hopefully we get to see more from him in the Rubik this game. Like more good plays, I mean.
Viper ban.
I
just want OD from either of these teams. I see that Ogre and I'm just like, yeah, Ogre OD. Do it.
I feel like every OGA you have that though. You're like, if this hero gets picked, I want to see this hero. It's like Chen Lifestealer as well at the moment. Like, ooh, okay.
What was it last OGA? Sorry, I interrupted your
last OGA.
Your thought there. Because it was the Timber season 2 that we wanted the entire time because it was getting banned every game.
And then it got picked in the last game of the final. That was the best meme.
And then it lost. Yeah, terribly.
I think they'll probably just go to the Sven here by default on Elephant. I think when you're playing against Mag, you want you'll make sure your own carry can farm at a decent speed as well.
Mm-hmm.
But they have the Bloodlust as well to work with. So I think they usually play Magnus offlane, don't they, on Aster when they pick it?
I think it's XSS is
the one that
solid. It's one of his better heroes.
Which is fine. I'm interested to see what they go for here though, because the Sven with Bloodless is obviously very scary, but if they feel like there's a better option for them, we've seen Monkey Kings, Monkey King's banned, but we've seen a little bit of Spectre, a little bit of Void, Morphling's banned, Drow's banned. Slardar's still in the pool. Could have potential.
And that's the thing. Like, if Aster are going to play this Magnus off lane, they're probably not going to pick the Slardar, right? So, okay. Brewmaster. I don't hate that. We've seen such few Brewmaster games, and I think Brewmaster has been a good pick every time we've seen it so far.
Yeah, just they took a long time to think about it, and it makes me wonder what they want to do with this Brewmaster. Like, what is it's an okay hero, but you need to have a plan to play around it, right? Like, you want to be taking early fights, and yeah, they go for the Sven anyway. But Jug for Aster. So they have Mag Jug, which is obviously very strong. You know, we've all seen this combination before. Wow, you hit a 5-man RP, the Omni Slash comes through with Empower. Whoa, they're all dead. Wow, this is amazing. But
take my job. Do it, please.
I'll do play-by-play and analysis, shall I? And you have to find a different job.
Oh, what would be like the third job? Just stating the time, I guess. I have no idea.
You know, we've talked about this before. You could be like the sideline reporter that we go to, be like, "Beacup, what did you think about this?" And you go, "Wow, I saw this happen." Then we'll go, "Thanks, Beacup." Back to the the
back to just me doing the play-by-play and the analytical work. Okay, yeah, sure, you got it.
So this Mag Jug is obviously very good, but Sven with the Warcry, I think, is a decent core matchup against Jug, because every time he tries to Omni Slash you, you just press E, and you take such a reduced amount of damage. But Aster have this really good grouping up potential around the healing ward, around the mech. They have good sustain. There's the Slardar ban. And Beastmaster as well. Yeah, the two heroes that make Sven's game a little bit difficult. So they're assuming it might be Mag mid as well.
We have not seen Beastmaster today.
And they're going to go Storm.
I'm a little surprised. I like the Storm here.
It's okay. They don't really have great lockdown on Aster. It's like RP and lift at the moment.
Yeah, you needed another stun. Could they do like offlane CK? Or is that super greedy?
I've mentioned it before. I think Sanking's cool. I'd like to see that hero picked. It's fun to watch as well. Like, it gives you that instant initiation on the Storm as well, which is really important.
Yeah.
Like, it defends your lanes, which is really good here as well.
Mm-hmm. I like that he's a Scorpion.
Didn't
I'm
you
sorry.
used to call Sanking something else?
The dog and goat lane.
No, didn't you used to call it a crab? Was it that Nomad? I can't remember. One of you used to call it a crab.
That wasn't me. That was me.
Yeah, that was definitely...
I was just giving my hyper-analytical, confidence there. No, but I think Sand King really does offer quite a bit. The team fight's always nice. The Burrow Strike, the Lockdown, Blink Initiation, Dazzle. And that's going to be XXS. I think that's going to be XSS because he plays that hero too.
It could be mid Dazzle though as well, but I think, offlane Dazzle sounds... Yeah, it's mid Dazzle.
It's mid Dazzle. I tried.
Against the Storm, it's a really good lane. Like, Storm has high armor, which is a bit of a, an ish. Maybe Dazzle's not quite as great, but they're going to hit this really crazy 5-man timing. Like, Chain gets mech, Dazzle gets like Solar Crest. They all just group around this Jug who has Healing Wall going, and they just run at towers. And this is, I think, the Brewmaster pick is going to be really interesting to see how it does, because if it has a bad laning stage, Elephant are going to fall behind really quickly because they won't be able to take team fights until the Sven and Storm are ready. It's nice to see different heroes, though. Again, we've mentioned this every time something weird gets picked. Don't be afraid to just do something a little bit different.
This is going to be Freeze's third Dazzle game in his career.
Can you guess with so much confidence?
Can you guess the last time he played Dazzle mid?
2018.
Actually, I don't even know if this would be Dazzle mid, unless he played Dazzle carry or something like that. This was Dazzle carry.
2018?
No, wait. He supported this game.
Well, anyway, when was the last time you played Dazzle, Beacup?
2017. February.
2017, okay.
And then before that was 2016. So it's been a while.
I wanted to believe, and now I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I said it was going to be more of an XSS hero than a Freeze hero, as XSS played it 8 months ago, and he was spamming it 8 months ago 3 times. That's a big spam right there.
I wonder which one of them goes mech, though, the Chen or the Dazzle. Because like Dazzle Necrobook's obviously really good as well, or like Dazzle Solar Crest. Like obviously the active with the bad Juju with the cooldown reduction makes it a little bit interesting to see what they go for. But I'd love to see how they approach this. I will say the only thing about the Dazzle that I'm not sure about is it's against the jump of the Storm, and every single fight, Somnus is going to try and find the Dazzle first. And it's going to be about whether, like, can they protect the Dazzle from the Storm? They're going to have to land like a lift or an RP. If not, the rest of the team from Elephant just run at them. Like with the Sven, they're just running through with the raw damage, etc.
I'm just looking at the fact that we've just cast so many Sven games. We've got another one now.
Yeah, but I mean, that happens at the end of every patch. Like they're just these heroes that we see all the time.
True.
Remember the troll sniper patch and like I think this one feels worse though because it's been such a long patch.
It's probably the longest one we've had ever, right?
Yeah. But that's the way the world is at the moment, unfortunately.
Mars is actually the most picked, and Mars has a terrible win rate for the fact that he's got 15 games on his under his belt.
What's his win rate?
33%.
It was 22 yesterday, so it's gaining.
Yeah, but wasn't he 2 for 9?
He was 2 wins and 7 losses.
Yeah.
That's
and
not
then
good.
Now he's 5 and 10.
Yeah, so today he's 3 and 1 then. That's pretty good.
I guess so.
3 runes for Elephant again, same as last game.
Beastmaster's still undefeated.
Yeah, Beastmaster's been banned a lot. How many times has Beastmaster been banned this tournament?
I can check the pick bans.
Must be quite a lot.
Beastmaster has been picked 6 times, banned 18 times. Mars,
that's ridiculous.
Mars and Wisp have a 100% pick ban rate. Lena has a 96% pick ban rate. And Mars has been picked 15 times, banned 26 times, and then Wisp has been, picked 15 times, banned 11 times, and then Wisp has been picked 4 times, banned 22 times.
Yang taking some spin damage here, but
Oh, taking a lot of damage. So I kind of want to keep an eye on this mid lane. Freeze on this Dazzle. Probably what I'm most excited about.
Using the heal to make sure he heals his range creep just before Summonless is about to get the last hit. It's so annoying for Storm to deal with.
Taking a look at the list of also heroes we haven't seen yet, I'm a little bit surprised on some of them because of what we were seeing a little bit earlier in the patch and what we've been seeing in EU as well. You know, like we've seen some Ricky, we've seen some Tide, Witch Doctor, Venomancer. Even the Crystal Maiden was getting picked up, right, in the Division 2 that we were covering.
Yeah. CM's a hero that I'm surprised China hasn't picked at all. Like, especially because of how popular Chen is as well. Like you said, it's the same for Witch Doctor. Like, you expect that hero to see like at least a little bit of play.
Yeah.
Somnus is doing really well mid again though. Like, I feel like he should be losing this lane harder than he is.
And 11 and 3 for Freeze. Now 12 and 3.
Yeah, but Storm has the wave coming into his tower as well, right? So.
Just dealing with that poison touch.
Okay. Where's first blood gonna come from, Peacock? Go.
Where's Rubik?
Bot lane.
No, I don't see it happening there. Probably top lane. I would say.
I think top as well. Unless Storm gets level 6 and somehow kills the Dazzle, but I'd be surprised.
Or Dazzle gets level 6 and kills the Storm.
Well, it's harder.
Harder, but doable.
He has really high armor, and when he's under his tier 1, he gets an extra 3 armor, and Poison Touch is physical damage. So. This frost armor creep's so annoying for Elephant in the top lane.
Yeah,
You
Yang
can't
trying to
trade
put
hits
some
with the
harassment
Chen.
on.
It's yeah, frustrating.
Dazzle. Rotation coming in from FY, Vortex, and they have the damage. They should leap forward. No Starstorm. One more right click from FY, though, to get that first blood. He heard me. I'm sorry I said anything, FY.
Yeah, Somnus would be disappointed he didn't get the first blood there. There was an uphill miss that meant he didn't get it, but getting the first blood anyway is still going to be very good.
And he was doing pretty well in that Dazzle, too. Or I say that, it kind of slowed down. He was up by a lot, and then all of a sudden, like, not doing as well.
Yeah, the two mid laners are the ones with the least CS in the game at the moment, out of the course, which is quite funny.
Yeah, we've only seen that a handful of times.
It's a big death as well on the Dazzle, because now Somnus is going to get level 6 first in this lane. So, and when he gets that level 6, it's impossible to kill him anymore with the Poison Touch.
Mm-hmm.
Lane, Eurus.
Telekinesis and Bobica getting that kill.
I did not expect him to
I didn't
die.
think he would die. Yeah,
That level 2 Fade Bolt did a lot of damage.
I'm just really surprised that they got that kill. I don't think I could see myself seeing that Eurus would be caught out like that.
Yeah, I mean, the Shockwave skewer is always going to be good though, right?
Yeah.
That has kill potential at all points in the game. If you're not...
You probably have more of a setup with like Shockwave, Telekinesis, Skewer, right?
Yeah, kind of, but the mechanic with Shockwave Skewer is if you Shockwave them and then skewer like during the Shockwave, you don't need to be behind them to like skewer them back. If you don't know what I mean, go and try it in lobby, guys, or watch an OG game, because Notal's very good at doing that when he plays Pulse 5.
Yeah.
Or like Puppy's another one that's been playing it a decent amount at the moment.
Just arrow to clean up that catapult.
Storm's like, dude, Chen, recall me. Oh no, wait, wrong. He's TPing bot though.
He's got 3 heroes here towards bottom. Leap up, and Bobica. Oh, score on a 3.
Bring the whole gang.
XSS, he's still gonna die here. And just that leap with the ball of lightning, just the ability to close that gap is so good for Somnus.
Yeah, that was really
especially there. Yeah.
Like, it means that Dazzle's been able to get some free space mid, but I mean, yeah. These kills are more than worth it. You're trying to secure the Sven's lane a little bit harder as well. He's now reached the point in the game where he can shove the lane in, just go to the jungle, because he has treads going for that Mask of Madness. Shock, what a build, I know. So, when we saw this Brewmaster before, one of the things I talked about was how that first split is really important.
Yeah.
So you want to make things happen with that first split. And the Brewmaster, I can't remember who it was before, they did do it very well. But, like, against Jug, it's pretty difficult, because he can always just spin TP away if he needs to.
Trying to take a look at who it was. I almost want to say it was Vici, but
that sounds likely, because Vici do like the brew.
Game's much closer than it was. You know, they were up 2-3K early on.
The mid matchup's gone much better this time though, and XXS is actually having an okay time. Have you seen the Storms taking stacks at the moment though, away? It's doing a really good job. And what we've seen a lot of the Storms... Sorry, say that again.
It was Yang, by the way, who played that for last time, and it was against IG.
Right, okay. So, what we've seen a lot of other Storms do is they max the Overload first.
Red Panda chases on. They've got the stun out onto the Rubik. Bobica in a little bit of trouble. Yang coming over. Telekinesis throwing him back. And they get the kill here on the Rubik. The chase is on. The Ignite slowing him up. Monet making the rotation. And RPUs. Bobica ends up dead. They've also got Dazzle and Latham here. Primal Split's used. They've Cyclone up into the air. The Jug. Everybody's here for the side of Aster. And this isn't going to be worth it if they get nothing out of it. Gonna put some damage onto that Chen. And now they'll go after the Earth Pandas. Try and stay with him. But another Cyclone. So Yang able to survive, and they just bring everybody down here, and it gets them nothing for the side of Aster.
It's a lot of time wasted for the Aster side. I think like they're losing their top tier one to the Sven kind of. They're starting to lose their mid tier one as well. They do get the tower in the end, which is the main thing. And the first split doesn't really achieve anything, which, like we've talked about, is a big deal. So now they don't have that big team fight skill on Elephant. They might be able to make most of it on Aster. Dazzle's going Necrobook first as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Chen has the mech queued up.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
So for Aster, it's kind of like they shouldn't feel pressured to group up and go right now. They need to hit their item timings first. Like the Necrobook, they need the blink on the mag to have that raw initiation, and they need the mech on the Chen really as well. Mm-hmm. And when that comes through, they can like group up and then try to force fights, especially around the Roche pit, I think as well. Mid tier 1 needs to fall quickly, really, if they can. It's not easy.
Chen's going for this mech. Oh, Freeze has the Necro one.
My thrift rewarded.
I don't know, the Jug with Empower though just doesn't seem to be farming anywhere near as quickly as the Sven still. It's just the power of that hero.
Yeah. It's crazy because Sven just, farms so quickly, hits so hard, has a Dispel. Like, it's kind of nuts how much he gets. How much he's got in his kit.
And I saw people discussing in chat, by the way, the win rate of Sven only being like, I think someone said it was 52%. What you have to understand is that this hero's being first picked in drafts. Like, if you can pick a hero like that so early on in drafts and it still have a decent win rate, something needs to be changed about it, right? Like, if it's being last picked every time and it has a 52% win rate, that's probably pretty good.
Success.
He's in trouble.
Primal Split, the focus and attention will be on him. Somnus comes around the back to get the kill on XSS. The look over Bobica, Ball Lightning for more, as well as the Storm Hammer coming in from Eurus. Cyclone land him up into the air, and they'll get themselves a third. Monet also losing that Yasha recipe on the courier.
Oh, yeah, if I just TP's away in front of him. See you later, fool. Yeah, this game's going really well for Elephant again. They're just playing around, like they're making the right moves. The stats all feel so, like, it's not influencing the game at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's okay, but they need to be playing from ahead and like grouping up early if they want to be making this this plan work. But again, the Sven's just free farmed all game. He's not been dealt with. He's just doing his own thing. He's going Axe before BKB this game because he doesn't even need the BKB.
Mm-hmm. And again, it's we're seeing the Axe, which is a bit of a surprise, just because I think a lot of the Svens, at least in the Chinese region, have kind of put their attention away from that item on Sven.
Allies disappear.
Oh, they see the Ancient stack here.
Yeah, Nexus S is sitting low. He needs to be a little bit careful. They're going to bring over Yang. He doesn't have the Primal Split, though.
Have you seen this Avail on the Ogre?
Oh, God, that arrow hitting onto Bobica. Lanham's going to be next. Starstorm comes through. Somnus has a double kill. This is really going to be a troublesome fight for him. Shallow grave, but I just don't think they have the ability to really turn or even survive this. They got a kill from Yang out on a freeze. They'll look over at XSS. The Ignite is thrown out.
He's dead. There's a Veil on the Ogre, so he just dies.
Yeah.
Like, Red Panda's so farmed. He just doesn't go boots. He just goes Veil first and just runs at people. It's great.
Wow. I mean, that, yeah, the damage from that Ignite as well as the Veil is insane.
And they understand how much stronger they are right now, because this Dato isn't really a hero right now. Like, Mag doesn't have Blink. Like we were saying, they haven't allowed Aster to hit their timing. And Chen's now going Vlad instead of Mech first. Because they see the Vessel on the Brewmaster. And he's not even level 6. Like, it's 13.5 minutes into the game. Normally this hero is just able to jungle and things and just find his own farm, but he's got 3 cores this game that can't make moves on the map, and they're all just farming, like, and taking the safe farm that the Chen normally takes.
Yeah.
Dude, this Ignite is doing so much damage, actually.
Spirit Vessel, arrow. It's a Necro Creep.
Oh my god.
And there's the Ignite, Dazzle. Oh boy, that is a lot of damage.
He's like, wow, I was full HP a second ago. Now I'm 400.
Yeah, and then, by the way, Jug almost dies to the storm solo. Bottom. Telekinesis and Bobica. He's throwing the Ignite back, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. They've got the Primal Split. They'll use the Shallow Grave under the Dazzle. They look over the Rubik. They've got the stun into Bobica. They'll also look over at Freeze to finish him off after he's done with the Shallow Grave. He Shadow Waves himself. They also have the Hand of God, but there's the damage. Red Panda chasing. Can they get the kill at least on the 1? Shadow Wave once again. They've got the stun coming out from Yang. Thunderclaps there. They get the kill out onto the Dazzle. They look over at Monet, who will use that Omni Slash to kill off Red Panda, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. But that's it.
Yeah, but considering they were the ones that started the fight this time on Aster, if they'd have managed to kill the Dazzle before the Hand of God came out, the fight would have been much better. But Lanham came down from the Cyclone just in time to keep the Dazzle alive for a little bit longer.
Okay.
RP's still up there as well, but no Omni Slash, so bit of a problem.
Yeah, no Omni Slash, just used to kill the Ogre.
Like, where's your damage without the Omni Slash ring? It doesn't. It's just non-existent.
Yeah.
Like, your Jug still right-clicks hard, but you're not gonna out right-click a Sven.
No, not at all. Especially a Sven who is so much more farmed, and he's about to have X. He's actually happy those Necro Creeps showed up. He'll take the extra gold.
So I mean, they don't give as much gold as they used to, but 50 gold, you know, still
Extra gold is extra gold.
Exactly. I think the Sven took the ancient stack as well. I think there was one, which is why he popped God's Strength.
Yeah. They're gonna go for Bobica. Get another kill onto this Rubik. They are just. When was the last time Elephant were on their side of the river?
No, they don't need to be.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy, isn't it? And there's the axe on the Sven, going AC next to the extra armor against the Jug.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And again, this Dazzle's just 0-3-1. I know, it's just not doing anything.
It looked good for the first, like, wave and a half.
I like to think Team Comms was like, hey guys, can I play Dazzle? They were like, yeah, sure, if you think it's good, that's okay. And then they check the Dota buff like you did before, and they're like, oh, you last played this in 2017, and Freeze was like, yeah, it'll be good though, it'll be good, don't worry, I've got this.
Dude, I spam this hero in pubs.
You know, 10 minutes later, they're like, I don't know, it's not the Dazzle's fault, I'm only joking around, but they just, like, if they hit this timing on their team before Elephant are ready to fight, then it looks really good. But Elephant just ran at them. And they weren't afraid to play around like Bruce Split around this God Strength early on.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Somnus is
under attack.
605 on the Storm, taking part in 11 of 13 kills.
So they're gonna get Roche. Has a team ever just called GG after a team's taken Roche like that? I'm not saying that Aster
Probably
should.
VP.
Yeah, yeah, that's probably the best answer when you ask about GG calls. Remember how dominant that team was?
They were so good.
Except for any tournament named the International.
It's like a secret now.
Well, yeah, if we get to see them at a TI.
Secret played at TI before.
This iteration?
No, not this iteration, but the org.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'd love to see this
Radiant are scanning.
this one. I just miss East versus West in general, to be honest. Mid lane.
RP?
Radiant's
Skewer? Omni Slash, but the War Cry just not doing the damage. Silence comes behind. He's got the Silence out of Bobica. They get the kill into the Rubik. Now they use the Primal Split. They'll Shallow Grave XSS, but it's only going to extend the inevitable of him dying in just a second. They've got the ball laning coming forward from Somnus. They'll get the kill in XSS. They end up losing Red Panda, but the Electric Vortex locks up Freeze. Hand of God. And it also uses that mech, takes away the Aegis, but they'll lose Monet. So now full health, full mana. Somnus searching for Freeze. He's nowhere to be spotted, but here they come. They're going to chase, get the full team wipe. GG's called regardless, and it's a 2-0 quick domination from Elephant over Aster.
Well, I thought yesterday was a quick day, but we're finished even earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of a shame by Aster. I was hoping for more than them, more from them in this series, because I was bigging it up as a big, like, oh my god, let's see who can do better coming into the playoffs, even though it doesn't decide who gets removed from the groups. But it seems to be a pretty flat series. I think this might be the quickest game we've had as well. 18 and a half minutes.
Mm-hmm. The only thing I think it decided was who their matchups are.
Oh, yeah, of course. So Elephant are going to be playing against RNG, and Aster are playing against eHome.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what to say about this game. Like, they started falling behind really early. Sven gets ahead, stays ahead, wins game. Next. Never mind.
Yeah.